How are we feeling, you guys? Alright, I'm digging the energy. So, I'm a strange breed. And that confuses people, especially at my day job. Lucky for me, though, I work at this special place that's known for bringing my two vastly different cultures together. It's called Costco. And I work there as a brand ambassador who gives out free samples of this almond dip called bitchin' sauce. And when I'm not slanging bitchins for free, my favorite thing to do on the job is to scare innocent Chinese families by talking to them in Mandarin. Now, there's three stereotypes that I can co-sign about Chinese people, right? They love free samples, they love to shop inconspicuously, and they all assume I'm white. So one day I see this Chinese woman and her husband, sampling on my end, and I can't help but hear her say to her husband in Mandarin, "I like the spicy one the best." To which I replied, 我同意，那是我最喜欢的 bitchin' jam. This lady literally jumped back as if she saw a fucking ghost. And she looks at me and she goes, 你怎么会讲中文? Which means, how do you know Chinese? So I tell her that, my mom's from Taiwan and, she taught me, and we ended up having a really friendly conversation. But then it turned sad real quick. She then says to me in English, "Wow, you speak very good Chinese." Sitting behind her is her young 7-8-year-old son in the shopping cart. And she then says, "He speaks better Chinese than you." And I'm just looking at her like, he's still young, he's got time. And she goes, "No. He's stupid. He's Chinese, very lousy." And it was in that moment I discovered that Chinese moms, including my own, are basically the same. First they buy in bulk, then they shit on your self-esteem. You guys want to know something sadder, though? Just how whitewashed my other half is. You see, even though my dad grew up in Lebanon and was raised a Shia Muslim, he did everything in his power to graciously Americanize our family and make us as white as possible. And that has its consequences. Like, the other day I was in my CrossFit class, which is a white enough way to start a sentence. And there was this Muslim woman, and clearly she was devout in her faith because she was wearing a hijab and she was covered neck to toe in Islamic garb. I don't fucking know the Arabic word for the rest of the outfit. Thanks, Dad. So it's custom after every class to go around and high-five everybody, good job, after a good workout, right? So we get to the end of the class and I'm high-fiving people, good job, good job, good job, good job. And I get to this Muslim woman, and it's the first time I said anything to her. Like, I put my hand up and I go, "Good work, Fatima." And this is exactly what she does. She goes, and I read that as her being shy, so naively I'm just like, "Aw, come on, don't leave me hanging." And I extend my arm out. She then curves me, and I end up accidentally grazing her titty on the follow-through. I look up and she's fucking mortified. And before I could even get an "I'm sorry" out, all of a sudden I get pulled aside by Adam, who's our gym's head trainer and also a real-life Australian Ken doll. All right, he grabs me, he pulls me aside, and he goes, "Sean, you're not supposed to high-five a Muslim woman if you're a man who's not a husband." And I'm looking at him like, wait, for real? Also, how the fuck do you know that and I don't? And I wouldn't expect most of you guys to know that either, but the only culturally Lebanese things that my dad passed along to me and my siblings were falafels and anger. So, last year I got engaged. For 48 hours. So, thanks for that premature applause. Matter of fact, your guys' reaction just now is exactly what it felt like coming home after that fateful weekend. Right? It's just a parade of people walking up to me going, "Oh my God, congratulations!" And all I could do was just sit back and go, "Yeah, about that." Plain and simple, we were together for 6 years, and we were young, immature, and we just got too comfortable for too long. And it was just like this toxic cycle of codependency that had eventually mellowed out within a couple of months before the day that I had proposed to her. And it just all exploded in my face 2 days later, and I had to move out, and I basically had to start all over again from square one. Well, now that I brought the room down, I will say that the only thing keeping it civil between us is our 2 cats, Choppy and Kendrick Lamiao, that we co-parent and swap every other month. So I guess you could say that we're still sharing pussy, but the way I look at it, it's more like a joint custody minus the lawyers. Mainly because I can't afford a lawyer. I work at Costco. Thank you guys so much.